business cannot succeed in a society that fails. At present, the tendency towards social responsibility of business organizations or corporate social responsibility (CSR) has been raised as one of the key business strategies of the organization, which is not only focusing on the business success but also aims for the sustainable future. It is absolutely true that business cannot survive without profit, and business cannot succeed in a society that fails. The aggregate of the ability to generate income and the social responsibility is the answer to operate business in an era that sustainability is blooming. The Declaration of the Millennium Development Goals that includes the concept of sustainable development at the Global Environmental Summit, the Declaration of UN Global Compact from the United Nations to promote CSR in the international company to operate in ways that meet fundamental responsibilities in the areas of human rights, labor and environment, and the development of ISO International Standards for Social Responsibility, called ISO 26000. These initiatives have been motivating business organizations to take an interest in implementing CSR extensively. Therefore, the reason for operating CSR today is not just to make the sustainable business for the organizations, but also to develop the sustainability in both business and society, including the environment. For the ASEAN, under the Rights and Social Justice Cooperation in the ASEAN Social and Cultural Community Plan, one of the measures that have been indicated to implement is to promote the CSR. This measure has established mechanisms between public sector and private sector, such as the ASEAN CSR Network, which is developed by the ASEAN Foundation and the ASEAN Guidelines for CSR on Labour. The Ministry of Social Development and Human Security is the focal point of Thailand, according to the ASEAN Cooperation for Social Welfare and Development, arranged the regional workshop on ASEAN Action Plan on CSR in 2011 in order to develop Social Responsibility Action Plan based on the ASEAN Social and Cultural Community Plan 2009 to 2015, ASCC Blueprint. There were representatives and observers from 10 ASEAN member countries attended. The workshop has established guidelines to propel 4 measures as follows: develop public policy as a reference model for CSR in ASEAN member countries, such as ISO 26000, coordinate with private sector to support the ASEAN branch organizations regarding CSR, promote the implementation of international CSR standards, and increase awareness of CSR in ASEAN. And it is gratifying that the ASEAN Community Plan 2016 to 2025 has indicated social responsibility in all 3 sections, which are the ASEAN Political and Security Community, the ASEAN Economic Community, and the ASEAN Social and Cultural Community. The workshop on the promotion of CSR in social welfare and development in ASEAN is anticipating to enhance the effectiveness of CSR propelling in ASEAN and to increase the participation of business sector on engaging in social responsibility activity in the areas of social welfare and sustainable development, so that we would moving forward to achieve the ASEAN vision.